In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a couple ways to make your sidewall shape the way you would like it to look. So up until this point, you've designed it, you've cut it out on the laser and the cardboard, and then you might have drawn what shape you want on there. So I'm just going to show you a couple techniques. Watch this video. You don't need to um, repeat any of the steps as the video goes, but I just want you to kind of watch what I do and hope you can gain some techniques. So we'll first start with the fillet tool. So the fillet tool, if I click on an edge and an edge, I'm able to determine the radius I want of a corner, and this is going to give me a symmetrical shape. So I'm just going to do a couple. It tells me what the diameter is here, so I'm going to say 4. Okay, and then I'm going to do a couple radiuses on the back, and you can see with just this simple tool, okay, how you can change the shape of your ROV. And I'm not picking any real dimensions, I'm just doing it by look. Okay. So there we have it here. I just changed the shape of this, pretty simple. Okay. I'm going to undo this by doing Control Z so I get back to my original shape. Under Create, we can create arcs. So 3-point arc, center point arc. We'll go with the 3-point arc. So with the 3-point arc, again, I'm going to try to get a different shape in the back here. So I'm going to click one here, I'm going to click one here, and then I can drag this to get the shape I want. So I kind of like this teardrop look. So I'm going to get the shape here. And again, you can see where I'm going with this. I'm going to go one here to here and get a shape like this. Okay, so that could be a shape you want. Okay, that's not a very good shape, but you can see what I do with the 3-point arc. All right, so I want to go back to, I want to show you how to make some spots on the inside for water to go through. So I'm just going to go back and get this. I kind of like this shape here. So I'm going to go back to that first shape we had. Now we want water to pass through here. Okay, so, but we need these shapes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this offset tool and I'm going to select this. And I'm going to just offset it a little bit bigger. Is it not working? There we go. Okay, I'm just going to all offset them by, we'll say 0.5 inches. So type in 0.5, and then I'm going to offset this. Let's say negative 0.5. Okay, I'm going to do all of these that I need spots for. Okay, watch what I do. The offset tool is pretty nice because it's going to give me a border of additional plastic where I need the strength. Okay, now I also need these in here. So this was, you don't need this in your sketch. You probably don't have that I used to simulate the motors were. And I'm just going to connect these here. Okay, so now if I take my offset tool here, I can take this, I can bring it in. Okay, and I want to connect, we'll go negative 0.75. Let's go negative 0.9. Okay, what I'm looking at is that this is going to intersect here. So I'm going to say okay, and I kind of want this shape here to extrude past here, and you'll see why. Oops, you don't want to move these over. Okay, now I can take my trim tool, which is T, and I can trim these out. And I'm left with the shape that allows water to go through it, but it's also giving me the strength I need around these spots that are going to have features that need strength, our sidewalls, our cross supports, and so forth. So you can see here, just using the offset tool does a pretty good job of making it the shape I want. Okay, so I'm going to undo that and show you another method using this same shape. Okay, oops, redo that. So I'm going to delete that. Now, this method is just using the rectangle tool, right, to create shapes in there. And these are all going to be things I cut out. All right, so I'll take my trim tool. I can trim this, right? And this is, again, is just some arbitrary shape here. And then again, I can take my fillet tool. I can kind of have fun with it, right? Letting the water go through. Okay, so you kind of get that method as well. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to my original, all right, shape, because I want to save this, but those are just some examples of what you can do to make water go through there. So I hope you learned something. Go ahead and customize your own.